I'm Emily, and we are in the Vet Assisting Lab at Live Oaks. This lab is very important to me because we learn how to maintain animals' health with records, and we learn about diseases and ailments.
Today I have Norris and I have Brianna helping me. So we use a lot of restraint in the vet field. So when we want to look, do a nail trim or look at his pads, we will just do a flip over. So we want our arms to go over his body, go under and reach his other legs. And just flip as he slid down. And then once we have him flipped, I can put my arm down to make sure he doesn't reach over and bite. That's that one. And then we have for the cephalic, we have my arm under, and then we're gonna put my right hand over his elbow, push out so his arm does not bend. And then we have the saphenous, which is right down here. And then we have the femoral, which is right here, which is also where it's easier to have them flipped over sometimes so you can take the heart rate. So usually it's kind of like nails and everything. A bird will need their wings and beak cut and trimmed every so often. So we learn a lot about handling. So when you're handling a bird, you can use anything, but I always use a towel to cover their face so it relaxes them. So when we're cutting the feathers, you want to cut the first 4. So I'm going to open up the wing. And when you cut, since his is already cut, it's the first 4 right in here. Their nails are good, but then for their beak, we're always going to look at their beak, but his beak seems fine, and you're just going to use your fingers to pinch, but not cover up his nose so that he can still breathe. Okay. So a lot of times we will do fecals, and that's when we have to get the animal's poop from outside, and we'll bring it in. And occasionally we will look for intestinal parasites such as whipworm, roundworm, tapeworm, and hookworm. So to do this process, you will just scoop up some of the poop, and then we'll put it in here, and then we're going to use a fecal sole to pour in here, and we will mix it all up until it's all mostly dissolved. Once it's dissolved, I will grab some gauze. What we're going to do is we're going to pour just a liquid part, and then we're going to put a liquid part all the way in, and then it won't be all the way full, so we use the fecal sole to go all the way to the top, and then we will put on a cover slip, and we will set the timer about 10 to 15 minutes. Then after that's up, we will put this onto a cover slide, and we will put it underneath the microscope. So in our lab, the most thing that we have to do is keep records of all of our animals. And we weigh them, we look at them, their physical traits. As you see, this guy is not doing too hot. He has been itching so much that he has some scabs. So we would put that in the medical record. So then once we write that in the record, he has a topical that we put on his ears and his scabs. We also trim away the hair because the hair also makes him tend to itch. So we're just going to use a little Q-tip and just put the ointment on his ears. And then later on, he'll rub it in himself. He actually thinks this is pretty good right now. So as you saw from all the videos, that is what we do in the Vet Assisting Lab. If you need to reach me at emilysuzanek@gmail.com. I look forward to hearing from you soon.